broke ass.
Guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henry, the People's Mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching.
Answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted, and you are soon to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be. The world awaits to receive you.
Yes. Welcome to Uncensored Enlightenment Talk, and you're here with your host, Grace Levi. Welcome, Levi family, and everyone that is popping in and popping out. Today, we're going to be talking about what's going on in Harvey. The chaos continues. So, I don't know if you guys missed it, but this guy right here, he is definitely footloose, okay, and on the prowl. So we want to talk about a current situation that took place involving Little Daryl and a gentleman named Hassan, which is a business owner in Harvey. Okay, so we're going to put these people on the screen. We're going to give you an idea who they are, but what we're going to do is just do a little flashback before we get into what's going on in the Southside.
Faces controversy.
Just like we've seen in Dalton, it involves the community protesting against their mayor.
Our Nate Rogers picks up the story from here in Harvey.
There are many issues here in Harvey that residents have brought to our attention. Residents marched from a nearby church right here to the municipal center before tonight's meeting. Several police officers were on hand, some residents calling that an intimidation tactic.
We're just seeking the transparency, participatory governance. We have several questions about the bills list. And if we know what's going on in adjacent communities, we certainly don't want to model those types of things.
Tension in suburban Harvey continues to grow. Residents taking their fight to the street in a peaceful protest. Where are the licenses? Finally, outside Harvey's municipal center, residents holding signs. One of them saying, quote, Mayor Clark is worse than Tiffany Henyard. Another one, quote, stop harassing vendors. Business owners saying their licenses are being held up. Residents complaining of a 3% water hike. Pastors outraged after Harvey churches are now required to obtain a business license or their doors threaten to be closed. At least 2 city council members and a packed room of concerned residents are calling for transparency on how village dollars are being spent. The mayor's critics are also asking that his administration be investigated along with his business dealings.
It's unacceptable. You have been elected to serve. You should serve with integrity, not pushing the agenda of the mayor, not pushing the agenda of what he has asked you to do in his office, but I'm expecting people to do what they have been elected to do. And when you get aside from that, then you need to be removed.
What? Why are you intimidating somebody with a business? How can this happen? We got more policemen here than I've ever seen in a year. Who's paying for all of this? Who's paying for all of this stuff we got going?
When it comes to the money, we just ask for transparency. You're an attorney, you know that.
Now, city council members tell us more than 70 businesses and over 100 churches are impacted by Mayor Chris Clark's latest mandates. We asked to speak to Mayor Clark. I even gave my business card to his chief of staff. We were told no, that he is not available. As always here in
All right. So according to the article, these 50 people marched from the church to the municipality in the hopes to get transparency. And that is one of the main issues that everyone is trying to combat on the south side of Chicago. So we're just seeking transparency and a participatory government. If we know what's going on in our neighborhood suburbs, we certainly don't want to model those type of things. And this was brought to you. This was a statement from Miss Elderwoman Kobe Chapman. All right, so we're going to show you how this was a statement, and this was a statement brought to you by Kobe Chapman. So we're going to show you how this actually affects business in the area of Harvey. Let's put this on the screen. There are many pending lawsuits and actual lawsuits that have been satisfied in Harvey. We've been doing a lot of digging. Whew, if y'all thought that don't think I hit with lawsuits, Harvey got tons of lawsuits since 2008. Okay, but let's play this, and this is one of the reasons why they received lawsuits, because of the treatment of the businesses that they claim don't pay taxes. Okay, false fines that should not be placed on certain type of business, such as churches out there, i.e., are suffering because of moves like this. Let's play.
Cement barricades are being used to close businesses that are refusing to pay huge fines to reinstate their licenses. All of it happening because the businesses are delinquent on county property taxes. Now a federal lawsuit is calling it a scheme and extortion. And they even locked it?
Yes, this is their lock and their chain.
A chain and giant cement blocks placed here by the city of Harvey are stopping Benicia Gonzalez from operating her auto shop. The blocks were placed in front of her business and others because those businesses are refusing to pay an annual fine of $20,000 for a one-year business license, which is usually around $250. The businesses were denied business licenses and told to pay those fines because they are delinquent on their Cook County property taxes.
Which it's the job of the Cook County treasurer to collect, not the city of Harvey. And so what they're attempting to do is circumvent the statutory scheme just so that they can extort money out of individuals for something they don't have the power to do.
Attorney Rob Hanlon recently filed a federal lawsuit on behalf of Gonzalez and the other business owners. The lawsuit alleges that the effort from city officials is a scheme to extort money from local businesses. Even if the businesses pay that fine for their licenses, that money does not go towards their property taxes.
It's unconstitutional because it's deprivation of the rights of each of those businesses.
The city of Harvey says it strongly refutes the claims, saying they're erroneous and baseless, and that the city upholds transparency, fairness, and the law, adding claims that business license fines and enforcement efforts, including the use of cement barricades, constitute extortion or a scheme are patently false. The city also says it counts on county property taxes to operate, and that when businesses don't pay their fair share, the burden gets shifted to the homeowners, who end up having to pay more, adding that hundreds of commercial properties are behind, owing more than $12 million in property taxes.
The small business owner will say, hey, if I have to pay $20,000 to keep my business license, how am I ever going to catch up?
Well, once again, if they had been a good corporate citizen in the first place and did what they were supposed to do, they would have paid their taxes already.
Let's stop right there, because you hear the gaslighting. It's the gaslighting for me. He asked them, how would these people get caught up ever if they're paying basically a fine that does not go towards their taxes? And what you see, Mr. Man gaslights and say, well, if they were honorable citizens, then they wouldn't be in this situation if they keep up with their taxes. Gaslighting. That $20,000 is not part of their taxes. Literally extortion. Now we're going to look at one more article, because this is highlighting that things are getting moving in Harvey. That's why the pressure is on you guys. That's why I believe you have a character by the name of Lil Daryl that's going around harassing, beating people, trespassing, and all types of stuff in front of the Harvey police. And we're not going to say allegedly, because we're going to show you some clips today, okay? But here, let's go to this particular article where it says Harvey residents are seeking an investigation. Let's get it. Harvey, Illinois residents seek an investigation into mayor office after Elderwoman arrest for speaking up. And that's what I really want people to be aware of. Y'all know me. Grace Levi don't choose any political side. My side is for the people. but it's based on actions. And for me, for her to get locked up because she was trying to ask questions, which discussions should be involved in the process of having these meetings, it says a lot to me. So that's being washed under the bridge, and I hope people don't forget what we have been seeing in Harvey. Not only was Miss Chapman falsely arrested, shortly after, as we highlighted, and we're going to do a special on Miss Melissa Crawley, she was arrested and drugged. I'm talking about drugged with drugs in a local hospital under the guise that they were trying to mentally evaluate her because of her contesting against. I'm going to put him on the screen. Do you want to put the monster on the screen? Because he ain't acting right. He acting worse than his sister. So that's why we call him Tiffany 2.0. All right. So here it's saying things got real tense in Harvey, Illinois. This was May 15, 2025, after the city council meeting took a wild turn and it ended with Alderwoman Colby Chapman being arrested right in the middle of the session. Now residents are speaking out and demanding a deeper investigation into how Mayor Chris Clark is running the show. According to the ABC Chicago, it all went down April 28th. Now this is a flashback because we gotta pay attention, keep our eyes on the prize because there is a lot of chaos going on, and there's a reason why this chaos is doing what he do because he don't want y'all to fight. Clark and them don't want y'all to fight, right? So what we want to continue to do is push the correct narrative and the correct resources so you guys can really keep fighting, really keep making a difference because you guys are holding it down in Harvey. So things escalated quickly when a police officer tried to take her materials, and city officials said she got physical. So we did watch that, and we do know that she was released and the files were dropped once, then upgraded, then dropped again. The games that they played, the dirty Southside politics. All right. So I stated all of that because that is a buildup to where we're going to now. Obviously, you see that other businesses have lawsuits against Harvey. Okay. And we do have another issue that is starting to ball up. And that issue is related to a character called Jedidiah Brown. Okay. So some things that happened last week where Jedidiah and his goons attacked an activist, Amir Shakur, his daughter, and a few other residents as well, outside of a Harvey residence after allegedly orchestrating, or in Jedidiah word, getting it done, getting people evicted from buildings that was supposed to be already under eminent domain. All right. If y'all didn't hear, he always incriminate himself. So he basically said that he went in there, according to what we heard yesterday, he went into these places without the authority at first and kind of kicking down the door and saying, hey, if you're going to be a squatter, I'm going to be a squatter. And that prompted the people to not only be afraid, but the officers to get involved. This is what I'm understanding from the stem of this situation where he was trying to be a superhero. So one of the things we talked about, well, I mentioned, like, was this orchestrated, that situation orchestrated by Clark? And from what I'm hearing, it seems like it was possibly orchestrated by this guy and supported by this guy. Okay, we're going to double back on that particular situation. But today, what we want to highlight is what happened with Mr. Hassan. Mr. Hassan is a business owner out in Harvey, and he has been suffering, allegedly, according to his statements, under the tyranny under Mayor Clark, related to his particular business, related to land that may be owned by the city, that from what I'm hearing, Mr. Hassan was and is still willing to buy, but there has been some obstacles. So we're going to get into it a little bit and kind of break down the scenario. There's a lot of moving parts to this. I want to say thank you for being here with Grace Levi, getting the Grace Levi report, as well as checking us out on some of our partners platforms, which is Mac Man Morning Show. So you'll see us there Fridays for the Grace Levi report. Until then, let's get into what's going on in the Southside. All right, guys. So the first thing I want to get into is what happened yesterday, or let's say on July 16th, 2 days ago, at the Harvey police station. Now, this beginning clip is going to say a lot. We're going to watch Mr. Hassan, which is a business owner out in Harvey, seem to get accosted by Jedidiah goons in the Harvey police station. But what's really alarming to me is that I believe if Mr. Ryan was not there and happened to just come, things may have taken a dramatic turn. So let's just watch this real quick together, guys. What we're going to be doing is a comprehensive breakdown of what's going on. We're going to try to break this down in an hour and a half because this event right here took place over about a 3-hour span. All right. And I know a lot of people are following it. What we're going to do is get to the meat and butter. So let's watch Jedidiah goons in action as they accost Mr. Hassan.
You two already beat me up. Please stay away from me. That's my business to continue my business. You two already beat me up. Regulated badly.
Hey everybody, please come down if you're getting this. I just want to pick up my police report from Monday, and some people came to harass Hassan.
Now, y'all here has Mr. Hassan said, you two already beat me up, basically get away from me. And I would say it's
So again, I just came to conduct my business.
I think it's a little weird that for this man to say this right in the middle of the police station and him not even feel comfortable or even go talk to the police because he believes that Harvey police are not going to do anything. So we're going to get a little bit more detail to what Mr. Hassan says about this actual situation where he got beat up. So this is what we're going to start with. So let's listen to the interaction between Mr. Hassan and Ryan. And I will state this again. I am grateful that Ryan happened to be there because I believe the series of events that we're going to show would highlight that they were out to do something to Mr. Hassan again. So let's watch this together.
At the Harvey police station, get a copy of the report from Monday, and Jed sent 2 of his thugs to come and intimidate Hassan on camera. So please, 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 if you are in the area, come out because Jed is up to some crazy shit again, and I hope he doesn't hurt Hassan again. They're just leaving right now. That's the same GMC truck that I saw Jed in before. Again, if you're just tuning in, if you're in the Harvey area and you want to just come be a witness, there's some really bad stuff going down with. It seems like Jedidiah Brown is harassing Hassan again. I was just at the police department trying to pick up some paperwork, and Jedidiah just sent 2 of his thugs to intimidate Hassan. Probably because they had come before, and Jedidiah saw that I was here to pick up a report, and he went away. So I believe that they're trying to do something at one of Hassan's properties again. But as a reminder, Jedidiah and all of his associates, they are not, hey, Wyoming, I'm just doing this for my protection because I don't know what fresh bullshit they're up to. But Jed and his associates are not employed by Harvey. They do not work for us. They do not work for Harvey police. They are intimidating us daily. We're just trying to go about our daily lives here. This is horrible. So Hassan came to the police station because the Harvey police aren't responding.
In the meantime, I'm here at the police station.
This is crazy.
So you can see right there that the Harvey police is not responding. You can obviously see Mr. Hassan has no confidence in the Harvey police because they were right there inside of this police station recording him just as Ryan walked up. Again, 2 points for God putting Ryan in the right spot at the right time. Let's watch this.
So again, if you're just tuning in, I just went to pick up the report from the woman who attacked me on Monday after the fight with Jedidiah and his thugs. when I came to the station, Jed pulled up in his SUV, saw me. I did not speak to him or approach or acknowledge him. He went inside the police station, then quickly exited, drove off in the SUV. The SUV, a short time later, after Hassan was here, and two men came in filming, threatening Hassan and saying, "When are you going to return the property?" quote unquote.
So
I'm here.
Hear what they're saying now. Now, as he say this, I just want to throw this out here. I do believe that Mayor Clark, and this is my opinion, I believe that Mayor Clark is actually using Jedidiah and his boys as goons to get this property back. And many are like, get this property back? What does this mean? Now, in later broadcasts, we're going to update you guys on the actual lawsuit and talk about the lawsuit that Mr. Hassan has. But he has active lawsuit with Harvey. We're going to hear a little bit of details about it. Now, we're going to move on into the clip where you hear Mr. Hassan talks about the actual situation that happened where he was beat up, robbed, and threatened to be unalive by Jedidiah's crew. Now, this is according to Hassan's words, okay? Let's get to that because in this particular time frame, Ryan gets the A-OK from Mr. Hassan to follow him to his place. So just to give you a heads up, when he gets to his place, Jedidiah and his goons are there. So we're going to show you that, but I want to get to the cliffhanger part where we hear about the incident that involved Mr. Hassan being physically attacked and having evidence, robbed, beat up, and then threatened to be killed. And this is no hyperinflation. Let's get to the clip.
Oh, this makes me hungry. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. I forgot. This is very secure. This is good. That's very important.
And create more problems.
An unemployed bully, exactly. I think it stopped raining, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It must have not even rained that long. Oh, cool off.
Clean, nice,
yes.
place.
I love your flowers.
You know, clean, nice place. Good workplace.
It smells good.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you can advertise your services here. If you guys need repairs, Rico will
We should open up there.
prepare for you. See, that would be great. I would love that. Get the squatter out. Oh, okay.
So, this is the business, food business. This is where the apartments are and the homes are. Okay, this food business has nothing to do with the, as you can see, right. Okay, but I'm saying that property lots belong to M&M and American. Sure do belong to M&M. You see it. Yeah, and so therefore he's not going to give me the business. And I keep telling him that has nothing to do with me. Right. Go after M&M. American Kitchen does nothing over there.
Right.
And not only is he fighting for property, but he's fighting for his business license. So he's kind of giving you some background about what's going on out there in Harvey with his issue with Clark. And Clark seems to be playing a dirty game. There is right here what we're looking at. Seems they call this an alley, and they're saying that this alley belongs to the city. And from what I'm understanding, at some point when Hassan started his business, or anytime throughout that time, there was a plan for him to acquire this alley through the tax lien sale once it came up on a registry. But what I'm hearing is that it never came up on a registry, possibly being held by this man for maybe nefarious reasons or be part of the land grab, whatever it is. But this has been becoming the issue. We're going to listen a little bit more because I think when people say that Hassan owed back taxes, what I'm hearing is that it has to do with this lot that is actually in litigation that he does not own. But let's finish listening. Okay, and shout out to all of the content creators that was out there. Shout out to Reality Check TV. That was him out there. Shout out to you.
Okay, you can go from here.
Because the most important thing I hear you saying is that the city of Harvey is not interested in resolving problems. It seems like they're interested in pushing forth a narrative to get control of the land.
Yes.
because you have already told us many times how you're trying to give these solutions and you're not getting answers. You're not getting responses.
No, they also, City of Harvey has their own judge now.
Yes.
Their own attorney now. And I want to know how many cases did the judge has given in the favor of the defendants and not the plaintiff, which is Harvey. I am pretty sure 99% of the cases are in favor of Harvey because the same judge gave the decision in favor of the Harvey, saying that American Kitchen's Delight should not get the license because this property is not paying the property taxes, which we have nothing to do with.
Yes.
And I told the judge, it's divided by the fence. Oh, it's the same fence. I said, no, it's separate areas. Okay?
Right.
So today, the police chief goes inside one of the RVs, and asks the person who's living over there,
did they have a water?
Do you have water? And Odell lives over there. He said, I have water, I have electric, I have everything. So they said, can we come and see? He told them to get the hell out of there.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, he can't just go in there. You got to have a warrant.
So what Hassan is highlighting is that they are trying to investigate him. You'll see throughout this broadcast that there's some type of police cameras that's set up outside of his business now. The one they use to track crime, because in a few clips that we're going to show you from Jedidiah's point of view, you're going to hear that police siren go off when Jedidiah is harassing one of the employees, which he is calling an immigrant in the clip that we're going to show you. Okay, now we got to keep in mind some of the things. We're going to give both sides. We're going to watch from his side, Jedidiah's side, and what's going on from the residents of Harvey, like Ryan's clips and everybody clips who have things that we're about to show you. So let's go. Let's finish watch this real quick.
I mean, I can understand if somebody's complaining that they have a difficulty that I'm harassing them or do something, they should come and get. There's no question about it. But you see, this is a nice, clean place.
Right.
Okay? People have a place to park their cars. They're safe. And if you come in the evening, you will see children playing over here. The dogs are running around over here. This is a nice place, family safe. Now,
one of the first things I'm just going to highlight, I see an issue here is a zoning issue. It is a zoning issue and it's a property line issue. Obviously, he's saying that there's at least 3 properties or 3 different situations going on here in this one area. As he mentioned, they were complaining about another business owner responsibilities and try to incorporate it into his case. And he's like, that has nothing to do with me. You should not issue me my business license or pinned on what we're doing because of that person. So the zoning issue I see that's bubbling up or part of the stem of this, and they probably do need to actually rezone and reparcel some of these particular lands because this seems too confusing.
Look at this.
Oh, I wonder is that the same one that was outside the houses the mayor owns? Because a camera just like that was sitting outside of his 2 homes for a long time.
This is the lot that is owned by City of Harvey, and this is the lot that Jedidiah coming last night was trying to bake. So
this is where he took down the fence?
Yes.
Because
This is where the cameras are to see what illegal activities we are doing. Don't you see? We are doing all kinds of illegal activities. This is where the money of the citizens of Harvey is going. Not watching the real criminals, but watching people living. What are they doing? Are they watching inside?
Wow, yeah.
What they're doing?
Look how close it is to those people's their rooms.
If the lot is theirs, then you should be watching there, right? Not over.
This is the police equipment that they're using to watch Hassan business. What he's explaining is that Jedidiah came and took down Jedidiah, not the city, not the mayor, came down and destroyed the fence. This is not allegedly. We're going to show you the clips of him saying he's doing it, him doing it, and everything. Okay, let's get to it. Let's finish listening because I do want you to hear Hassan talk about his interaction with Jedidiah and his goons. Very life-threatening before we get to that clip.
But here, this is a private property. You are watching something that you should not be.
Does this door normally stay open?
Yeah, the employees, the tenants did not.
Well, usually if it was all fenced in, they
this
probably
was
wouldn't have to worry.
This was all fenced in.
No, but you said this is owned by Harvey?
Yeah, this is owned by Harvey. $1,000.
But they're refusing to deal.
Yeah.
So
they're like,
right here is what's owned by Harvey. Right here, this particular area. You see how this is crazy? Look how set back that is from the street, and then you see where Hassan property line is. I would have been skeptical to buy this property knowing that it needed an easement, meaning that you had to access another property to get through it, to get to the street. You know, you want to make sure that you're in a good situation to deal with that. But I think Hassan probably was comfortable because it's actually the city, and he had plans allegedly to buy this particular strip. So this is what I believe that Jedidiah is using as his point of reference to intimidate, harass, and literally try to bully this man out of his property and out of the lawsuit. So the lawsuit, from my understanding, is involving this particular piece of land, taxes that's due with this land, but it's not in his name, and other things that we're going to figure out when we read the lawsuit. So this is the piece of land that right here in this alley belongs to Harvey. This is where Jedidiah walks up and his boys and do whatever they want to do. But you're going to see him do way more than that. He literally enters Mr. Hassan property, walk around like he owns the place while the cops watch. It's so sad.
What sounds like they're holding it over your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Yes.
this property belongs to Harvey. You want to watch what's happening on your property. It's fine. Why are you watching here?
Right. And this is not a high crime spot.
This is not right, yeah?
Oh, this was just today?
7/16/2000.
Oops, sorry.
Stop work. Who was working on this? Nobody.
Oh, no. We were doing this fence. I want,
Basically, this fence is the fence that Jedidiah and his boys pulled down, and then it seems like Mr. Hassan is trying to work on the fence, and this is a legal notice to stop work. Okay.
Jedidiah is going to come and start harassing us over here. So I thought from there, remove the fence and close it over here. I went for the permit and I got the application and all of that. So we're going to apply for it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yesterday they were not here until 10 o'clock at night when Jedidiah was breaking and making noises.
I saw it.
They were taping all of this, Jedidiah doing it. They didn't come and ask Jedidiah, do you have the permit to break the fence?
Right.
You know what the response will be? Oh, to break the fence, you don't need a permit.
Mm.
That will be-
He's saying to break the fence, he don't need a permit, and he's not an owner. He has no stake in the fence. But we're going to show you him and his people admitting to breaking down this property. Now, mind you, those are livable houses or dwellings where people live at. So I'm highlighting that because there is a Spanish woman. I don't know her ethnicity, but she got maliciously I'm going to say not. She got arrested, sort of detained because of Jedidiah, but the narrative that Jedidiah is pushing, that Mr. Hassan has immigrants that he's doing chattel slavery with, things like that. I don't know if that's totally the truth, but we do have one of his actual employees that is going to bat with Jedidiah. We're going to show you that as well. She was going to bat. So the narrative that these alleged migrants or immigrants is living in bad situations may not be true, because that lady, when we show you that clip, she don't want to have nothing to do with this monster. She wants him off her property or away from her property. And the reason why she can't really get that totally done, because that strip of land is literally owned by the city. So you'll see where that gate line is at. That is where the city owns, but he's not supposed to pass that and go into other people's parcels. That's why I think that this needs to be rezoned and restructurized. It does, because this doesn't even make sense at all.
Yes. So why do you need a permit to build a fence?
Right. Because if you or I tried to demolish a fence, they would come ticket us.
You can't move it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you see, the cameras are working here. They're not watching. This is their lot. They should be watching there.
Right.
They're watching on a private property.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yep.
Like, put the
Absolutely.
camera back in my house.
I believe this is one of the buildings that that TK Construction, I want to say they flipped it. I think they bought it from the
Put
city
this
and flipped
camera
it.
here
Oh, okay.
to watch. This property. But actually,
Yeah, very.
on this property right here. This
Mm.
is lot.
I'm pretty sure that that's the same camera that was outside the two homes the mayor owns.
Mhm.
That he doesn't,
And that was also
he doesn't live in. All the evidence that we have says he doesn't actually live there.
Yeah.
He owns them, and he built his own 6-foot fences around his two homes.
See, there you have it.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
You know, when he was raising the fence, he cut the barbed wire and he threw the barbed wire over here. Then he cut all these electrical wires from the gate and he left it. What would happen if the electrical wire would be in the water and if the kid comes running and gets shocked and dies?
Well, he cut the
Okay,
wires.
don't you? Yeah, he cut the wires for the
So
gate.
not only did Jedidiah and his goons break down the fence, but they literally cut electrical wire, which is dangerous. God, he's lucky. God has protected him because he should have got electrocuted for doing something stupid like that. But this is the terror that he's doing. That's city property. That electrical or that property belongs to the electrical company. So I hope Mr. Hassan made them aware of it, that who did it, and make a police report about that and forward it to the electrical company, because Jedidiah needs to be sued directly and be liable of this, as well as, like I said, lawsuits need to continue to pen and be pursued against these government officials that are protecting these characters. So listen to what he said. He cut down the wire and just drop it. They just drop it in puddle of water.
Automatic gate. He cut the wires and he just threw the wires on the ground. And he just threw the barbed wire on the ground.
Right.
The police came and said, "Hey, why are you doing this? You can't touch electrical stuff. You can kill somebody." No.
Did the police say that?
No, police will do nothing.
They didn't say nothing.
No,
They said, "Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?"
I live here, and instead they're saying we will walk you to your house.
Yo, Harvey police right now, they should feel ashamed of themselves. Like they really letting this character, we're going to show you when he's talking to them, like they reframing from like chastising Jedidiah, like is a call out to not say anything. For real. We're gonna break this down. It's pretty crazy. He's gonna get to, I want him to get to the point where he talks, this is the fence, a little bit more about the fence. Here we go.
Is this where he cut it? This is where he cut the barbed wire? So the fence went, oh yeah, I see. Okay, so the fence went right here, yeah. Right here. So he removed all that and all that.
Yeah.
So they basically making it seem like Mr. Hassan was just trying to take the city property. But as we mentioned, that it may have been some type of business deal or prospective business deal that when it comes up on the actual tax sale for him to buy it. Now, I want to get to what I've been highlighting is the actual altercation that is being described by Mr. Hassan, highlighting what Jedidiah and his crew has done. Is worse than harassment. It's terroristic threats. It is a threat to people's life, robbery. It's bad. Let's listen. Let me see.
It's what Hassan said. It's a bigger plan. And it's coming from the higher up, just over them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right.
You have to break the chain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's okay.
That's a cute t-shirt,
Well, I'm just glad that you're speaking up, because honestly, I think that that's the best way to try to keep everyone safe, is for everyone to know what's going on, you know. And we don't. I just don't want people to get shot or killed over this.
I would not be shocked if I get shot or somebody at my factory gets shot by these goons. And especially now that they have opened up the way to shoot.
Look what they do.
Okay.
And he got on his face.
Well,
that's on his face.
Mm-hmm.
So they want an opening.
So was there something here?
Yeah, that was really fun. Wasn't it?
Here's another part. This one part was.
So this is the area he was in when he was filming when I saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all down.
But no, we want to keep an eye on you, Hassan, and your employees and everything, and make sure that because we cannot let these people bully you like that. That's not right.
And then the police was with him.
Yeah, they were defending him earlier. They just let him do what he wanted to do, and then they put his employee in handcuffs. Never bothered Jed. Because they said she did something to Jed, but Jed and his goons were in her face. She works and lives here. They're trespassing.
The trespassing, they're going on the face, they're threatening, they come into the office, they're threatening inside the office. And when you call the police, they come, they make it on and go. They don't even stop and come inside. They just make it on and go. So they can say they were there.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Why can you come and do that?
And these are the two bums or gangsters, whoever you want to call, beat me up.
Mm.
And I can show you pictures.
What was this that they did?
Now, this is the most important. Very, very important, guys. Let's listen to this. If this doesn't highlight who Jedidiah is outside of everything that you're going to see, his demeanor, what he says when he's around these people is much different from when he's on his live. Watch him. But now this is Hassan talking about Jedidiah and his goons in action.
Oh, over there.
And there's 40 for $5,000.
Because that's when you went to confront Jed, right? To say, hey, what are you doing on this property? Oh my God, Hassan. Jesus.
So he gave $5,000. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nope, that ain't good.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you documented it, though.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to go to the hospital because I was bruised. My back was hurting like hell. Look at my knees.
Okay, show them other ones.
They was kicking you?
Look. Look at them. Show your back. Your back. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. They was kicking him, grabbing him, hitting him.
You know, this is what it is. They had the U-Haul to steal the stuff. Not take and run, but fill up the U-Haul and go. So I called the police. The police came. Bob Watson. The police came and said, hey, we cannot interfere. This is Jedi's guys. And they left. So when I saw that, and I said, okay.
So are they police officers? What are they? Nothing.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? The police came and said you can't interfere. There's Jedidiah guys. So we don't have a terrible situation going on right now with Harvey. This is not the broke Elon Musk coming around to terrorize non-government officials, and the government in Harvey is allowing him allegedly to do this. Hassan just said it. While he brings a U-Haul truck to a town he doesn't live in to fill it up with Hassan's stuff. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the police came and said these are Jedidiah guys.
Jedidiah guys, we cannot interfere. That's what the instructions. We cannot interfere.
Yeah, because they got instructions from Mayor Clark not to interfere with Jedidiah business.
So I thought, well, when is the next Harvey meeting?
Let's see. We just have on Monday, so it'll be.
That's the day of the fight.
Right. So it's second and fourth Tuesdays, or second and fourth Mondays. So I can't.
So
my brain is fried right now. But
take the air out from the tires so they will not be able to steal and run. Right. So when I was taking the air out, this guy from nowhere comes in, running, drop kicks me. Okay, that's where you saw the bruise. And I went flying on the floor. Okay, and then they came beating me up, puts my hands, pulls my wallet out, takes the money from my wallet. Okay, and then while after taking the money, the other guy who's with him says, "You got the money. What are you waiting for? Shoot him. Shoot him now." Okay, and I sat in the car while Jedi was sitting in the corner and watching all of this. When he sees me running, then he comes and he chases me.
So you went right to the police station?
Yeah, we were running, we were driving fast, 147 going west to come on Dixie and come to the police station. And Jedi came and caught us because he has the big SUV and we had a small car. So when he did that, we made a U-turn and we went east on 147th Street. Then we took State Street going south, and then we took 159th north, Dixie Highway south, came to the police station. And he chased us all the way. He came inside the police station. And the police, he's even arguing with police. He has so much confidence that nothing is going to happen to him and he can do whatever he wants. That he came inside the police station and police is not, why did you chase him? Where do you live? What is the purpose of your chasing? Nothing. What is your statement, Mr. Hassan? And even the statement, they did not put everything in. So today I typed it up, took it to them, saying, add this to the office. In the office, the clerk said, well, the chief has to take it. Why the chief has to take it?
Oh, that's why I saw you today. Okay. So when I went to.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Did y'all hear this story? When we were in the live chat and I heard this part, I had to come out and say something like, what the is going on? Did everybody hear this traumatizing story? So the two guys at the beginning of the video was part of assault, a robbery, and a threat to someone's life. They said, just shoot him. This is how emboldened, it's beyond emboldened. This is how dangerous this is. And this is why it's so many of us that are taking it to task to highlight the dangers of what Mr. Jedidiah Brown is doing, AKA Little Daryl on the Southside. This has to stop while he's being emboldened by Tiffany 2.0. Let's hear a little bit more from Mr. Hassan, and then now we're going to get to the part where you see Jedidiah admitting to ripping down the fence as though he has vested interest in this property, or it's bothering him, or he has the authority. So let's just listen a little bit longer to this clip of Mr. Hassan, and then we're going to jump to Jedidiah's clip.
Pick up my report from getting attacked. You were coming to amend the report. because they didn't have it correct.
Exactly.
And they're
what they wanted to put in the
the
report.
entire part about Jedidiah chasing me, but they forgot. Even though they may have missed it, I have 911 on the call, all the chase.
Good.
And I requested all that.
Get those tapes.
Get that tape. Okay, 30 days to destroy it. Requested the FOIA. It shows the fact that it is nothing but a gangster, basically.
Yeah, that's it.
The way he acts up, he has the backing of the police. Now, just imagine a gangster having the backing of the police.
Yeah.
He's going
Backing of the mayor.
ruthless,
Backing of the mayor, Christopher Clark. He got the backing of the mayor, who's
ruthless,
run the
he'll
police
do
department.
anything and everything possible to hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. And not only just that, he is bold enough to bring the guys that beat me up here.
And then he told the police.
Is here.
Those
The
guys that
police
beat me
commissioner,
up.
I'm telling him, here is the police report I filed yesterday. These are the guys who beat me up.
All right, guys. So now we're about to get to the other side of this matter. Now you're going to see Jedidiah in action with the evidence, with him tearing down this person's property, even if it's not Hassan's or the other person's, or it belongs to the city. It does not belong to him. And who gives him the authority to do this? So let's watch this real quick.
So basically, we're out here. I'm tearing down this gate because Mr. Hassan has lied, schemed, plotted, and planned to continue his predatory business practices against the people of the city of Harvey. This gate is surrounded what is actually city-owned property. This is going to be turned back to the city so that they can do whatever they need to do to get it back on the tax roll. It's a lot of blight and a lot of poverty in Harvey, and this is one of the issues that continues to plague it. But we've been trying to have very respectful and diplomatic discourse with this guy, but he continues to manipulate and scheme, and he doesn't have any intention whatsoever of making his actions lawful or right for the citizens of Harvey. So this guy's coming down. It shouldn't have been up in the first place.
So as you guys can see, here go his assailant, there go his co-defendant. This was the same guy that was located in...
I want a police report. I don't care who started what. I want a police report to document this incident. This kind of shit, this is the shit he's pulling your mouth.
So I just want you guys to make the connection. This was the same day of the meeting when Jedidiah and his goons did this. They highlight Jedidiah said, all we want to do is lawfully get it back to the residents, as though the residents is asking him to do this. Secondly, what Mr. Hassan didn't, Hassan stated was not lawful. It was literally illegal and a threat to his life. He said Jedidiah and his goons threatened to shoot him. Okay, so this is Jedidiah on his side after the fence is taken down, or you hear it in the background as the fence is being taken down, and he's making his video about what he's doing. Bold. Everything he's doing is right in front of the officials. This is why I say it's very important, guys, for you guys to know who to get in contact with. At the end of this video, we're going to have a list of some important entities that you may just want to have their contact information. And one of them definitely is Harvey Police and the Attorney General. Okay. Yeah, we about to get in. So we're just going to give you a few numbers at the end so you guys can contact these people and ask them about these lawful practices.
Greetings, family. How y'all doing? This is your boy Jedidiah. And as you know, I've been out here advocating in the city of Harvey, fighting one of the predatory businesses that have taken advantage of this community for almost 11 years. Yesterday, me and a member of my team was out here trying to remove this gate. And y'all, people was talking shit and giving us all kind of flack, talking about how unlawful it was. But I want you all to look that today we don't have to do nothing.
And what he's saying, they don't have to do nothing because they are taking down whatever else they destroyed. Because Jedidiah and his people literally pulled this stuff down, left it there, which was not only an eyesore, but dangerous. So as you can see, Mr. Hassan took it upon himself to basically start reconstructing the gate. He put a frame up, you're going to see, and now he's filed for his papers to do a permit to build it. So let's see if Tiffany 2.0 actually will give him that permit after Mr. Clark's alleged goons came and destroyed it after threatening to kill Mr. Hassan. This is serious.
Because this business owner has complied. And today I want to say congratulations to the people of Harvey, because I have now been able to restore seized land from y'all hands.
This is gaslighting, y'all. He didn't restore nothing. He hasn't done anything. Hassan, I believe, is doing this for the safety of the people around his business. And obviously you can see the land. I think everything past this little strip right here, or at the strip and beyond, is not the city property. The city property is literally this area right here. That's why the city was able to put this police monitoring thing there. Okay, let's just get a better perspective of what's going on. Because if you let Jedidiah tell it, you'll be all messed up in the head. He knows how to manipulate and change the words, change the scenario that you'll think it's something else, but it's not.
Back into the hands of this city, so that hopefully you all can begin the process of rebuilding this city out of the dust. But when I got here, because my team members told me that they was taking the gate down, when I got here,
He see how he's walking on private property. This is a subtle way to intimidate them. He's not supposed to be here. He's supposed to be in the middle. But this is what he does.
Saw a site that was simply phenomenal. City officials of the city of Harvey had already basically gotten here, and they instructed them to remove the gate that they was trying to put up without a permit, without any type of permission, utilizing these workers whose faces I'm getting because I'm gonna check this.
So this was them trying to rebuild the fence, as we talked about. You see that sign, and then here go the backup for allegedly broke ass Elon, Mr. Clark coming in with the city and giving him basically a notice to stop working. Okay, mind you, people live in these places. They don't want to be subjected to Jedidiah. So this is how you're seeing both sides of the situation. We're going to watch a little bit more, and then we're going to get into his interaction with the actual worker who works for Mr. Hassan, because I believe that this is the young lady that Jedidiah was on the phone with. One live, he actually called one of the workers there, and he doxed her because she didn't know she was on the phone, to prove his point that he was in contact with them. And she didn't sound like she was too into what was going on, and I think she was trying to figure it out. But I believe that this is probably the worker. And I heard him yesterday, let's say, try to talk over the fact that someone brought this up. Was this the lady he was on the phone with? Her. And saying that they are being treated wrong, they're living in harsh conditions, he's trying to save her. And I believe that's her, and you're going to see what she does to him and what her interaction is.
But this right here is what you call good ass advocacy. Sure. So for the people who talk about in that city, not Gary, not South Hollywood.
Stop right here, because I'm going to give y'all the meat and butter, and then as we go through some of these clips in detail, if there's anything significant, we're going to show you, because I can't listen to his cat. I can't listen to bullshit that he be kicking at all. Okay, so here is another clip. This is the clip where Jedidiah. This is the clip. Hold on. This is the clip. I think this same clip. Now we're going to see this particular part from Jedidiah's point of view. Or matter of fact, let's see it from Ryan's point of view. Let's go back and catch Ryan's point of view of the day where Jedidiah was trying to accost Mr. Hassan for the second time, him and his boys. Now we're going to show you the young lady and her interaction with Jedidiah and them from afar. So you're going to see here, hold on, you're going to see right here where the heat start revving up, because Jedidiah is on the property walking around. Now mind you, this is private property to my understanding. I don't think that this belongs to the mayor or city, but I'm going to have to do more research on that. But I believe this is one of the occasions where, on this day, where Jedidiah was walking on Hassan's physical property. And that's why Hassan called the police. And this was the day where they were at the police station and Ryan followed them. Thank God Ryan followed them to this location, which was his business residence. And he comes back to see Jedidiah walking around on his property, acting like he's saving this particular piece of land, acting like the people of Harvey actually want him there.
Yes. These two people robbed me before and beat me up.
Now, you see her, here she comes. She's coming. Now, mind, she lives around here. So I think she's pretty sick of it, especially probably because she's the one who had interaction with Jedidiah. She ain't afraid. So we're going to watch it from this side, and then we're going to watch it from Jedidiah's side and how they try to basically get this young lady locked up. Okay? And Jedidiah was mad at the outcome in the end because he really thought that the cops was going to lock her up for her literally just defending herself and telling them to get the hell out of here.
All three of them are male. Jedidiah has two guys. They are both male.
Hassan is talking to the Harvey dispatch right now, or Cook County dispatch.
The other two guys are wearing, one is wearing a white t-shirts, and one is wearing gray jeans, and the other one is wearing black shorts. Yes, all three of them are male. White. Yeah. And they have been informed that this is all private property, not to enter. They are trespassing. And they don't care. The reason they don't care.
The young lady in the background. So these clips are highlighting what happened with his worker, okay? And what Jedidiah tries to do to her. We're going to highlight this part.
Because the police is supporting them. And naturally, most likely, the mayor.
Let him lie to you guys like he's actually helping these people. And they don't want to have nothing to do with him. Once y'all heard him say he's going to call ICE, do you think these people wanted to have anything to do with him? And it's so sad how his followers will think that that is okay. That is dangerous. ICE is locking anybody up and everybody up. If you don't have a proper ID and you can't prove your status, you're going to have some explaining to do. Okay? Even Black America, we talking about it. Birthright. So this is dangerous for anyone to call into any community at this point, especially highlighting the racial tone that's coming down from our federal administration. But he seems to weaponize it and think it's okay and use it for his benefit. They really need to deport Jedidiah ass. Now I sound like Trump, but deport his ass, okay?
And the big hand in all of this.
I'm sorry, he got to go. We got to get him out of here. Deport his ass or lock his ass up. So let's just watch this real quick. Thank you for being here with Grace Levi. I hope you like the breakdown and you're getting an understanding of what happened comprehensively. We're going to break it down a little bit more and add few more elements so you can see what's going on down there and get a full perspective, not Jedidiah's perspective where he's being a super zero, allegedly grabbing the land back, saving the land, feeding the people. When the people don't want him, there is a pending litigation for this particular piece of what they call, what do they call it? An alley. And it's being used to allegedly confiscate the land, the total business from Mr. Hassan. We're going to hear Mr. Hassan break a little bit down of his case information after we watch this.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we'll see what happens. Now, if
Let me go.
Sick of it, and they trying to ignore her as though she don't exist, but she knows what she knows. To me, she already had interaction with them, and she's telling them basically get the hell out of here. She's not afraid, and it's sad. It's sad, but it's good that she's not afraid. But it's sad that she may have to be aware and vigilant because these two was involved with Jedidiah in threatening Mr. Hassan's life, saying, "Yo, they robbed him," and they said, "Yo, shoot him, shoot him." And Jedidiah and his people chased, there you go, Mr. Hassan to the police station. I have to reiterate this. This shit is sick. This is sick. This is sick, and it has to stop.
Get the show.
Okay. I'm gonna follow you because I don't want to say it. I don't know what they're gonna do. So yeah, if anybody wants to come over, again, Jed is here. He and his people are here at Hassan's private property, his business in Harvey. I just noticed this. As you can see, a whole bunch of people just from 154th Street, just running an errand. And so we're waiting. We're gonna see. Hopefully, the Harvey police will show. Ooh, man, is it hot? Hopefully, Harvey police will show. You know, we just want to get this resolved peacefully. And Hassan's going to get the number to call the Cook County Sheriff, because as we saw in Jed's prior video, according to Hassan, you know, Jed was trespassing on that day as well, and causing property damage. And when the Harvey police were called, not only did they not remove him from the property, but they were protecting Jed as he was harassing Hassan's workers and damaging property.
So this is what I want y'all to highlight. Hassan tried to call the sheriff office, and they basically told him that he needs to call the police. Now, I didn't like the way they handled it, but the police were already out there at that point, so the sheriff didn't have to come out. But they originally said no. Now, to my understanding, when the sheriff is called into a particular jurisdiction, they can be used as adjacent services along with the police to help with crimes and investigation. Now, if you have people that's literally telling the sheriff office, like, yo, the cops not doing what they're supposed to do, this is an ongoing thing, please, 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 please help me. How the hell doesn't they feel like it's their duty to do it? You'll hear, and I'm not going to play it here, but if you go listen, basically, I think it's Hassan or Ryan that says, you're not going to help, you're not going to do your job. He's like, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that you have to contact Harvey police because they know they're supposed to do their job. So just FYI, contact the Attorney General and talk about these interactions that's going on between the sheriffs and the police, and how they're not checking what's going on because the citizens are afraid. Okay, y'all keep on putting paper to pen, because we make a whole bunch of videos, get it out there, but the paper to pen is one of them with shit. You just gotta write it. You gotta do something like, what the hell is going on here? So we're gonna find who the officials are in Harvey, and we're gonna CC them our complaint. Okay, so at the end of the video, you're gonna see some emails. You're gonna get the police station address as well as the Attorney General. I think these are the three places that we at least need to start. And as you know, people was calling the feds. At first, I didn't like it. I didn't like that idea, like calling the feds on the regular people. This shit don't make no sense. And Tiffany ain't go to jail. Listen, Jedidiah ain't a regular person. This demon is not a regular person. Okay? This demon is not a regular person. So we're going to have to use all the tools that we can to get these mofos out. Okay? So let's just finish watching a little bit more of the interaction, what Ryan was recording of Mr. Hassan Worker, basically defending her, where she lives, her boss, and her situation. She's sick of it. Let's go. She's sick of that. She's sick of Jedidiah.
So, and again, just to show you where we're at. So, right on the other side of this fence here is 154th Street. So that's basically the main street for Harvey, for our downtown area. It's the main east-west street. So it's right off 154th. So again, you know, it wasn't hard to see. And there were a whole bunch of cars. And then when I went to the police station to pick up a report from the person that assaulted me on Monday, that was Talini Smith's niece. I believe her name's Keisha. I should probably go find the full name. So there's Jed there.
So I'm glad they're keeping their eye on her.
Right. So then I ran into all this, just trying to.
Jedidiah is in the property. This property is not Harvey's. Outside the gate is. That's why those two goons, like, listen, we not giving you make a walk around, and they talking about not arresting you, but you see his people stay outside that fence. His goons, Jedidiah goons, stay outside of that fence. Why this walk around as though he's King Nasheed. Oh yeah, deport his ass.
Run a normal errand.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
So now what we're gonna do is take a look from the other camera, which is Jedidiah camera. All right, let's go.
And then they got me arrested when everybody should have been arrested, but that's okay.
Now, we're gonna watch this, and I want y'all to listen to the rhetoric and the bullshit. He don't even know law. I'm gonna let this rock out for like 10 minutes, y'all. Just listen to his BS. And this is him on the other side recording Ryan and Mr. Hassan.
Authorities handle these issues. They put out false, slanderous, defamatory comments about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And then they harass me, and when I respond, act like they are victims. And I guess he thinks privilege is better than truth, but it's not. Privilege is not.
It's so crazy because he's saying other people have privilege like Ryan, but Ryan is not going around beating up people on camera, not being arrested, fleeing the scene of a crime twice, and not getting a felony charge. What are you talking about, favoritism? That's why a lot of people are pissed out of the Black community. He is a terror, a nuisance, a tyrant. Let's go.
Not greater than truth. And just because you are a white man and a gay man does not mean that you get immunity when you have an order. And I will show.
And it's so crazy he used that because he used the same thing as being bisexual as one of his foundation, his case that took place in Atlanta. Yeah, I knew about that case. Someone hooked me up with that information. And I was just watching and holding. But you could use that ammunition that you say that Ryan's using, but you're actually harassing him, calling him these names on public platform, defaming him. And lying, possibly lying. I'm going to say that he wants you. You never brought no evidence of that he texts you, invites you to his house. You're disgusting. Anything that you can do to take the narrative off of your disgusting ass behavior, this is what he do. The people who are in his cult, I am praying for clarity of your mind. I feel so bad for you. And there's a lot of women too. A lot of women follow him. And I think they are very desperate women who like chaos and don't realize that this man don't even like women. So you're wasting your damn time and your cash app. And your actual cup of iniquity is filling up because you support him. Yep, the people who you support, you get a bit of their motherfucking karma too. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. So you guys don't be afraid. Don't think that he has a backup. He had backup of trolls and disgruntled women.
The video of him laughing, saying, when I come somewhere, Jed has to leave. Well, not the case.
Yes. Yes.
And then they got me arrested when everybody should have been arrested, but that's okay. Can you do me a favor? Hey, what's the address over here? You do know. I thought you lived here. I knew you was lying. I knew you was lying.
See?
I knew you was lying.
She lives
Talking about she lives here. She don't.
So this is the interaction with her. She lives there. She wants him gone. Let's finish watch this. And then we're going to get to a little bit more case detail from Hassan's perspective of what's going on with him and the mayor of Harvey. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Reality Check TV for being down there and the other content creator. I don't have her name for getting good footage. Let's go.
Know the address. That's fucking crazy. Okay, so I need you to do me a favor. How you know about that? What y'all plan to conversate about that together? Yeah. Who got the order? Who got the order? So y'all plan that. Y'all be planning stuff. You got my address? But you don't know your own address. You guys are geniuses. Geniuses. Absolute geniuses. Oh, he gay too? We all gay, huh?
Blow each other up.
How you doing?
All fucking day. That's why that Denali big enough for the dream, right?
That's not nice to say.
Nom.
So basically, there is a gentleman that is violating his restraining order. I am at American Kitchen in Harvey, literally across the street from the police station. That sounds about right. So a gentleman is filming me with somebody violating a order of protection. His name is Hassan. And
So I do have a question. My question is, how did he get an order of protection against Hassan? And Hassan have evidence of him being physically beaten, and have a hospital record behind it. What is going on in Harvey? Please explain to me. It's beyond corruption. But when I'm looking at these cop faces, we're going to show you in these clips, they look like it's so many emotions going through them. Like they over it. They can't say nothing. They job on the line. That's a hard position to be in, but you're going to have to choose truth and justice before anything. I'm just going to be real. What the hell are they doing? And he's over there. He don't even know law. So how do you have a restraining order against Mr. Hassan and you're coming on his property and you expect him to move away from you as you get onto his property? How slow could you be? How slow could you be? That's what the Leviathan spirit do, though. It kills your brain cells. Kills your brain cells, son. Let's go.
I want him arrested because he pulled a gun on me, and I was on a city property, and he's trying to use the protection of somebody. Hold on, let me talk to the officer.
If Hassan got a gun license, obviously he did it lawfully. And after you and your goons, based on his statement, beat him, rob him, and say shoot him, he has the right. He has the right. And I don't understand, how did he get a restraining order? They didn't grant him one against you. And it's not because you're telling the truth. We know it. We know it's not because you're telling the truth. Y'all have to report this to higher figures outside of party. You have to.
Excuse me? No, I called the police. So Hassan.
So this is where we're going to see the police interaction, and you're going to watch their body language, their face, and at the end, what happened. He lost. He lost.
So Ryan was just at the police station, so he shouldn't have even been over here. So he has an order of protection he's trying to utilize to weaponize, but it says 50 feet from his house, so he shouldn't be over here. He's actually trying to antagonize.
It's 50 feet away from him, and him, not his house, his person. On the internet, no one to talk to Ryan, no one to third party harass him. Let him tell you half of what's going on. He's a damn lie. So thank God Ryan came, because it protected Mr. Hassan. They were there to get Mr. Hassan again. This is terrible.
But Hassan, he actually has 1,000 feet order to stay away from me because he pulled the gun on me. No, I was on city property.
He said, but no, you're on his property. He said, no, I'm on city property. We already showed you when Jedidiah is walking on private and city property, just, toting his little ass balls that didn't drop yet, trying to show his manhood or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to throw that out there, because anybody who act like this, who deal and live in their ego, their manhood has to be down in the trash. Their testosterone level has to be down in the trash. They have no male essence to me to be doing this type of shit. So I'm just going to keep it real. We have the videos that several of you seen him inside the gate, walking on other people's properties, which may be close to that lady's house. Okay? So he lied right here to the cops.
I was on city property, so I'm filming it for proof, and I have the proof.
Wait, I don't own this property.
No.
Okay, well, all right, do me a favor.
So I want him arrested. He was within 1,000 feet intentionally. You all had to escort this man yesterday because he knows better. Can you get a supervisor? And I've never been trespassed, so I can go where I want to go. You guys have to give me a trespass warning for me not to walk here, but they were dumb enough not to do it. I would like, excuse me, actually, officer, it's not a fucking privilege. It's a right. No, you should hear about it. It's a right. You got.
Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the officers. Look at their tone. They're pretty sick of him. I think they're in a rock and a hard place. Y'all be the judge. Yeah, let's watch their interaction with this guy who's telling them what law is and how they should apply it.
I don't arrest a man if you violate an order by the court. You don't have a decision. Okay, well then that's what you say, but don't tell me where to go, because I can stay right here where I'm at. I've never been trespassed. I can stay where I'm at. Since you think you know everything. And she disrespectful like a motherfucker, and we ain't even disrespecting her. Like, get the fuck on. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just because I'm young, black, I wasn't even rowdy like this. And now I'm going to turn the fuck up because you got me bent.
You on somebody else's property right now. Excuse me, like right this second. And you talking about what you're going to do and telling them what law is. Why wouldn't someone who lives where you're coming, where you don't live, not be upset with you and tell you to get the hell away? But I'm just let the video keep playing.
They were supposed to tell me that I was trespassed from American Kitchen. The police were supposed to document it, and then that meant that I wouldn't have been able to come back. Did that happen? No. And he's standing right there intentionally antagonistic with somebody that he's now colluding with, and he paid Amir to attack me. Look at all this shit. It's not no.
He said he paid Amir to attack him, and you know what we already showed you. We showed you the triangle. We literally showed you the setup with Jedidiah, the guy with the burgundy pants, and the guy with the tan outfit, literally triangle Amir, his daughter, and the patrons that was around him. But you see how this person lies directly to his audience all the time. I feel bad for them. They really fall for this.
Confusing. And these are the people who want to tell y'all that the mayor is bad. The mayor, just like me, clearly got to do something to protect himself. Because these are the type of people who y'all listening to. And he's sitting his ass in the car, and I'm telling him that there's somebody that's violating their damn order is right here in my face. It don't matter. What's your name and badge number, bro?
So here goes.
Can I get a name and badge number? You answered
this fake intimidation tactic. Now the cops pretty. You can tell them they trying to ignore him and everything. So we still gotta figure out how the cops are actually intertwined in this, because what I'm seeing is that it's like, you remember where she was forcing police to do certain things and their job was on the line. It may be a situation like that. With this guy over there, right here, letting Jedidiah run a damn muck. So this fake arrest can happen and he can stare people down like a demon and give them the evil eye. Let's keep it moving. All right. We're going to see where this leads up as far as the woman, but he will tell Jedidiah, they will tell him he has to leave.
Can I get a name and badge number? Badge number.
400.
Why you stepping to me? What you feeling like? What the fuck you feeling like? You get some sense about yourself. Wrong motherfucker.
Look at him, y'all.
The wrong one. That typical Harvey brutality shit don't work with me, and I'm not afraid of it. Got it? All right, then you shouldn't be. What the hell are you mad for?
Why he mad?
Get your fucking information for you.
Because he just kind of come to work and do his job, and every day you bringing some bullshit over there. I think the Harvey police is going to, I'm telling you, they're getting sick of them, y'all. We just write some letters to them. Keep expressing how you feel, and they're going to start expressing how the hell they feel.
You jump hard, motherfucker. Ain't nobody scared of you, bro. What's up?
I think that's vice versa. I think it's vice versa.
Okay, and guess what? I ain't moved by your information.
Okay. I think it's vice versa.
The fuck?
Yeah, they sick of his shit.
Now, it's really simple. I have an order of protection. He can't be within 1,000 feet. They're coming out here fucking filming me. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
And as you know, that he's talking about Ryan, and Ryan came with the direction of Mr. Hassan to do an interview. And he literally protected Mr. Hassan. I'm going to be honest, because this was ridiculous. let's keep it moving. I'm going to try to move forward to him and the girl situation. All right, so you can see this is the, here we go. We're going to get to this point where a little interaction happened between the young lady and Jedidiah. Let's go.
Be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yes. I am telling you, I did. I have an active restraining order, and y'all allowing the person violating it to freely roam. It's crazy. These are not buckets, they're Yeezys. What the fuck are you talking about? What edition Nike is that? Motherfuckers leaning? The fuck?
This is the same people,
buckets, you
allegedly the same person that he was worried about the immigrants not being treated right and all types of stuff. And obviously you see that this alleged immigrant, that this is one of the people he's trying to say don't like him. And this is how he's treating people. Now, this is minor about treatment because we see how Jedidiah is. This is his true colors. What he showed you guys in front of the screen and his word magic, these videos that's being captured is his true colors. So now here you're going to see her feet. And I think while he was trying to make fun of her feet goes up. So we can't really see totally what happens. So let's just watch this.
Oh my God, you need somebody.
Now this guy is in her face. This is one of his goons. This is probably one of the guys. I don't know if this is the one with the tan outfit, but this is one of his goons that's in this lady face.
So y'all just let that woman kick that man? Y'all
let's look, because she do a little kick. We probably missed it, but
you let that woman kick that. These are
get so close to him where she never moved and the cops was there. Now mind you, the cops are there this whole time. So Harvey police, you're gonna have to step it the fuck up. You should be embarrassed. You should be feeling some way about this. Letting this little rodent of a roach of a man come and do this when y'all have to stand down. This is what it's looking like. Someone is forcing the Harvey police to stand down. But let's watch, because I'm trying to ask, how did he get so close to her that her little old short legs reached him? And she didn't even like fly kick, super kick. Let's watch.
not buckets, they're Yeezys. What the fuck are you talking about? What edition Nike is that? Motherfuckers leaning? The fuck? Buckets, you, oh my God, you need some buckets.
So that's when she kicks allegedly and kick him, okay? Why is he close to her like this?
So y'all just let that woman kick that man? Y'all let that woman kick that man? You let that woman kick that man? You let that woman kick that man? You just saw her kick her. Y'all saw her kick him and y'all good.
So he tried to come up close to her and record her feet allegedly. This is how they're weaponizing phones and recording, okay? This is the weaponization of phones and recording, guys. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Put on that. Yeah, he wants to file, he want to press charges.
So now this Joker want to press charges, but you want to listen too. Because listen closely, because this brother don't want to give his ID because he don't trust them. Pay attention, y'all. This is all for show. This is all for shits and giggles for Jedidiah to keep a narrative going. Okay? Keep shit going.
He should. Right here in your face. She just kicked it and kicked the phone out. So you didn't see her foot go down. Okay. That's fine. She just kicked this man. What are you talking about? The fuck?
Now, I'm a little alarmed at this role play, even though we're going to show you that they actually let her go and Jedidiah was mad as hell. But I'm a little upset with this role play because if you reflect back to the Amir fight when Jedidiah and his goons were fleeing the scene, the cops were right there and they was like, he did it. They did it right there. And they like, we can't just arrest anybody. Knowing that a fight going on and y'all probably was watching it live like all of us was watching it. Stop it. But I think this role play, because there's a lot of role play going on, and not on the behalf of her, but on the behalf of the officers, possibly because of the direction of Clark and them not being able to enforce laws against this psycho. for some apparent reason. It's Jedidiah daddy. This is real daddy right now. So son and daddy is doing some crazy stuff right now. Let's finish watch this real quick. And then we're going to get to where they release her. And Jedidiah is mad as hell.
What the hell is wrong with y'all?
You're mad.
Now he don't got no ID. Oh yeah, you making a complaint, man. I don't trust that man, bro. Excuse me, Sergeant.
He said, now you hear him. Now you don't got no ID. You see what I'm saying? This is all games for shit and giggles. If you want to press charges on her, you have to show your ID. You have to make a formal report. And it looks like no formal report is being made here.
I called the police here. It's not even that complicated. I was down on city property. Hassan has an order of protection of 1,000 feet. The only reason I came here is so I can film it. Ryan has an order of protection against me. I'm not supposed to go within 50 feet of his house. He was just at the police station. He's not supposed to be over here. This guy is, why is Ryan not supposed to be over here? Because if you get an order of protection against them, you're afraid of them, right?
That's what I'm talking about. How are you to say, well, he's not supposed to be over here? And don't this look like the same cop when Jedidiah was talking about he was going to marry a couple of weeks ago? Because maybe they probably was being nice to his dumbass because of depression. You remember? I remember. Whoa, we be creeping. Don't be mad. We going to, because you talk so fucking much. We got no more years of scamming, perpetrating fraud. This has been the worst few fake activism scenarios you have been involved in, Jedidiah. These have been the worst. As far as Thornton, what happened? Flint shut you down real quick. And now Harvey coming for that ass. This has been the worst of your whole history. You talk about your history, and I've been here, I've been there. Look at what the fuck happened to all them places you've been at. Destruction, drama, the outcome never really getting to the end result unless the people actually push it. You need to knock it off telling the cops where somebody's supposed to be. Why can't Ryan be there when he's invited there? And he's not a criminal like you. And I'm not saying allegedly because you've been doing a lot of criminal shit under the guise of activism and helping people. I really feel bad for your audience. I pray for y'all because if this person can fool y'all at y'all big old age, it says a lot for our society. It says a lot. We have to be nervous. But you know how it is. God only need a few of us to make the world over. So y'all just keep pushing and striving because a lot of us ain't going to make it, especially being involved with Demon Time. Let's go. We're starting to come to the end of this broadcast. We're just going to watch what happens with her.
Okay. All right, fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Well, we can go with that. Hassan, 1,000 feet. So he shouldn't be standing there with Ryan, antagonizing and filming me.
That's his property.
He has a right to be here, even if it violates.
Yes, Hassan has a right to be on his own property. How dumb is Jedidiah that he thinks that he got this whatever against Mr. Hassan, but you're going to come to his house? You're going to literally come to his property, his business, and try to enforce your restraining order on him? You sound stupid. This guy is literally a loose cannon with no damn common sense at all.
It's the order. So okay. I didn't know that. I'll have to clarify that, but I didn't know that to be the case. But he has a.
Where's his team of lawyers at? What y'all got going on in INA? Ain't nobody giving this man direction. He looking dumb as all hell.
1,000 feet. So you guys had to escort him home yesterday because I didn't want to violate him. So that means he knew. So are we sure about this? Sergeant Tibbs, you are seemingly receptive. I don't want to disrespect you, but I don't know that is how it is supposed to go. So is there a lieutenant that I can just question? Where's that? In your computer. I don't carry it around because I don't intend for people to violate it. That's it. But on top of that, just so I can have some level of clarity, is there a way that I can't talk to a lieutenant about this? Because if I can just get a second opinion.
so sad that he has to walk around with his actual plans of his property line just to protect himself from Jedidiah. Who has that on their person so close to access as a business owner? Except for someone who's going through distress, dealing with a like Jedidiah. Y'all fill in the blanks.
If that's what they say, I will walk away.
Walk away.
Okay. And by the way, they're trying to tell you guys that they own this alley. I want to speak on it. Y'all looking at plans, bro. Y'all looking at plans, so you got to let me talk, man. Damn. I do, but I'm trying to explain it to y'all because y'all trying to figure out what I'm going to put you on.
He say he putting the excuse me. He say he putting the cops on what it is. This guy swear he can manipulate everything and put the narrative about what it is. That is the Leviathan spirit, the grandioso ego. My word is all the word, even if it don't make no damn sense. Spirit.
Who's on the property? Okay. Anyway,
go home, Roger. Look at him. Look at all this role play they about to do real quick just to get this jigger off the property and to satisfy his fake ego, allegedly, because his daddy is giving him the leeway to do it. You know who his daddy is. Let's put him on the screen. We're going to run this down to the ground. Allegedly, this man is his daddy because since he's been connected to Jedidiah, has been connected to Clark, Jedidiah lost his mind. So you got two Leviathan spirits together, and Jedidiah and him feel empowered. Literally. This is what I'm seeing. They running amok. I don't think Clark even realized that charges could be brought up against him because of the things that he's allowing to happen. And we're obviously able to see connections with him and Jedidiah. I mean, where's the authorities here? Where is the AG, Attorney General? What do we got going on? They're watching this. Oh, we gonna keep pushing it, y'all. Keep pushing it because this doesn't make sense. I hope you guys are going to be writing some letters this weekend and sending emails out. Please look on the community page. At least by Monday or Sunday, we'll have some updates or some numbers you use to just express your opinion of what's going on, okay? Shout out to all the content creators who are doing their thing, as well as I'm going to have to say LNC. He done called Flint, the prosecutors. Let's see if he get that bell revoked. Baby, let this motherfucker sit a little bit. Maybe we'll have a break and can get some stuff done as a community for real. Because he's nothing but a distraction. And he has to go.
You'll be back later? It's okay.
Look.
I didn't even want you to go to jail. You just can't kick people. It's all good.
He said, I'll be back.
Be back.
He said, I'll be back. Now, he has to go. You're gonna make him seem like he won like all this time. Now you're gonna see him talk to the police, and he's still gonna try to come. Oh, here we go. Let's look at this a little bit where he's recording. The police is sick of him right here.
To do because this officer right here clearly don't know what the fuck his oath is.
Ooh, he's sick of him. Look at his face. Look at her. She put her hands up like just chill. Put your head down. Fuck him. You see her? Look what's going on. Y'all tell me what you think is going on right here.
That's why I'm respectful to good cops. But y'all got pieces of shit that exist too. There is a level of brutality, and I'm sure he gonna be implicated in some of it. But we'll figure that out.
I feel bad for those officers. I know I always be feeling bad, but I feel bad for them. They can't even come to work. They just like remember the Delta officers every damn day while Jedidiah was out there, some shit was popping off. Even though we had Crooked Lacey Lewis chasing people illegally. You see how illegal behaviors beget illegal behaviors? Here we go. Round 2.
Because he probably didn't want to get out the fucking air conditioner. The request for a lieutenant is exactly what it is. And
he'll talk to them for massive long. Let's just fast forward. You're going to see him talking to them, his cameraman, his goon back there could record and everything. He just thinking he could pull a heist real quick. But I need y'all to peep this. This is why I made this post yesterday. After this long talk, this nigga came back talking about this. That's why I think he got something on him. It was some paperwork issues. Watch this. I pray he got a warrant for his arrest. And if he do and they didn't lock him up, on Harvey Police, that if that's the truth, that highlights why the sheriff need to step the hell in. Let's play and listen to what he says after he talked to the police for 20 minutes, trying to convince them that he has the right to be on someone else's property who he has a restraining order against. For what reason, we don't understand, because if you watch the beginning, Mr. Hassan showed proof of his injuries, stating it right in the police station that these are the guys who beat me up right here with him on his property. This is chaos. Let's listen to stupid Jedidiah.
Let's go. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get up out of here. The officers are not going to act because there's a discrepancy in the system, and we will deal with that.
What is it? What is the discrepancy, y'all? Go ahead, fact finders. Figure it out. Don't be afraid. Y'all can't get it to me. Possibly is a warrant. I'm just saying, I'm throwing that out there. I don't know, but something ain't right.
But I don't care what nobody say. Privilege in America is real. White and gay.
Or was the fake restraining order he had against Hassan rescinded? Something just happened. We'll figure it out, because this saga will continue. Look at him walking the walk of shame while you lie to your audience. Talking about another one for the Harvey residents.
Older Arabic man outside of every other thing that we have made you all.
He calling all type of nationalities, all types of persons, all types of characteristics, just to get you guys off of track. It don't matter if this man Arab, the lady Spanish, whatever it is, these are human beings. Don't fall for the propaganda. And it's so crazy, as we mentioned, he's talking about Ryan weaponizing his sexual status, but you did it. There's a case in Atlanta that proved when you work for that security place and you had some issues with one of the homeless people there, possibly having a relationship with them. Let's get messy. And then it turned into some discrimination against you being bisexual. Do you remember? This is stuff that people have sent to me in the past when things was hitting. They wanted me to just come loose, but I couldn't, y'all. All I could do is just sit there and watch this guy in chaos literally play the Leviathan spirit, playing people against each other and all types of stuff. So yeah, we knew about that case too. So you talk about somebody else weaponizing their sexuality. You have done it. But I don't think Ryan is doing it. I think he's like nervous. Ryan literally like, I'm not staying out here real quick. Like when I felt the way a little bit because the Spanish lady was out there by herself, but you can't force nobody to put their life on the line. But Ryan was like, I'm out. I'm just going to record. So he's afraid for his life. He's showing it. Something is literally wrong with this Hellcat. So let's finish listening to his lies, and then we're going to see him run back and jump over a fence. You're going to hear him jumping over a fence to try to get back to catch the cops and let her go. This is a ridiculous soap opera.
Where now I'm finna go because it is what it is. But they could be mad, but they sure as hell ain't got a victory. And I do.
You look stupid. And what victory do you have? Like, you see what I'm saying? All he cares about is a victory. Now, let's just go back here, huh? This is when he brought his dumb butt back. There you go. Now, something like the Leviathan spirit kicked in. Something kicked in like, and watch, you're going to see Jedidiah just poke off. You're going to hear some, like he jumping over fence and shit and to catch him. I don't know what sent him to spidey senses, but he's like, she's not going to jail.
Going to jail today. Fuck it.
Spidey senses. Look, this is the demon senses that kicked in like, something ain't right. She ain't going to jail. This is when he started running.
I'm gonna earn my shit. I'm tired of this shit.
Whoever thinks this is normal, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why we got dysfunction in the Black community. This is not normal, especially at the age that he's at. This is an old man. Y'all talking about young. He not young. He over 35. What? Anybody over 30, you better stop calling yourself young. You're losing control. He's losing control. This is what happens when alleged FBI informants lose control because he thinks that Clark is going to be on his side or the government going to be on his side. They're going to turn on his, just like the Dalton trustees did when he was getting too wild. They said, shit, we don't have nothing to do with this mother. They only be using for a second, but we're going to get up out of here. Yeah, allegedly. Let's go. Look at him. He ran for a long time. Back on the property. He's back on the property, trespassing again, mind you. He don't have no control. Thank God he don't have no kids. We don't need nobody like this being a parent. Shit. Talk about fucking society. Look here. Come on, baby. Get to it. You're getting tired, old man. Showing us what? The real do you look he hauling ass. Look at him looking like demon time. Don't mute it. He muted it. Look at him, demon time. Look at him.
Got to be some kind of privilege in Harvey. Why is she being released, Sergeant?
Because she ain't do nothing really. Why were you released that same night where you fled a scene, assaulted men and women, did gang violence? That I mean, he's not part of the gang, but you know what I'm talking about. I know that he can't feel part of the gang, but he did mob activity and got out. Why? For her little old legs going up close because you recorded her feet. You think she's supposed to be locked up? Look at all of this stage play. I know he mad at his girlfriend. This cop right here is the one Jedidiah said he's going to marry. Go look at his video, the big old dummy. You thought that they had your back. I told you. You could act like you the Fed's favorite guy. The Feds with the Fonz hat, with the Feds hat on your head. Only Hebrews understand when I talk about the Feds with the Feds cap on their head, selling out their people. That's what you're doing. So, yeah. Here you got the 52 fake out.
Being released. She kicked the man. Huh? Okay. That's crazy. So we act like we're doing something. We walk around the corner, she get off. So they can kick us.
They sick of him. Yeah, she can lift her feet. You could beat people. She can lift her feet.
They can do all kind of shit. Now, what you think? You think I work for them still?
Yo, I'm gonna give this to y'all. Harvey police ain't like the other police. Other police would have ran up on him and just like, get out of here. Because some police don't play that type of stuff at all. I'm gonna have to give it to Harvey police. I know that a lot came out about how they behave towards the residents under the direction of this guy at the meeting and taking them out. But they are really practicing discernment, discretion, everything there, just to not to lose their job behind this right here, allegedly because his daddy giving direction to them not to touch him, allegedly. Okay, so now what we're going to do is close off the broadcast with a few minutes highlighting what is actually going on with Mr. Hassan, the owner of the particular warehouse that they are at, or business, can I say? Factory, I believe it's a factory, and this guy. Okay, it is allegedly a 9-year lawsuit that's going on. And I say allegedly till I can bring you the facts of what's going on. And I do ask the audience to help me out. If y'all know Mr. Hassan's last name, please help me out so I can get the court case and we can break it down and see what's happening for these 9 years. We know that the judge is playing, I'm not the judge, the lawyers, let's say this, are possibly playing dirty. Hold on, let's get it back on the screen. Possibly playing dirty and playing numbers to hold up the case and to make money. But we need to see what's happening. So until then, I want to say thank you for being here with Grace Levi for this breakdown. I tried to break it down in a timely manner, less than 2 hours. We're going to do a 10-minute look at what Mr. Hassan is going through with his lawsuit. Shout out to Mr. Ryan for his recording, as well as Reality Check TV was out there and another broadcaster. Power is in unity. We can all be separate but equal. This is something I mentioned a while ago, and I'm glad that I'm seeing what's happening where everybody is just picking up the torch from their own perspective and moving forward and stopping him from destroying the community on and off YouTube. What you're seeing him do, he did this behind the scenes on YouTube. Destruction, chaos, manipulation. He has to go.
The dig through the thing.
Oh my
it
God.
took close to 3 years for us to clear the basement. We spent close to $400,000 fixing everything in there, just to find out that in the last year of Mr. Kellogg, he hired Luster, the gentleman who was the mayor of Dixmoor, who was indicted, who spent time in jail as the director of planning and development / consultant. Sometimes he was a consultant, sometimes he was a director of planning and development. When I went to Ms. Rufus and said, hey, I need to get this over with because I don't think this gentleman with his history is going to be doing some wrong stuff, so I don't want to get involved, so I want to get this property, get it over with. Well, at the same time, Mr. Luster showed up requesting bribe for me to transfer the property on my name, which I refused to give him. At that time, all my troubles began, and at the same time, they stopped giving me permits, they stopped giving me business licenses. I started going to city council meeting and standing and questioning the mayor. At one point, Mayor Kellogg came down from his podium and stood in front of me as if he's going to beat me up. And that's when, at that time, Alderman Price was very angry that I was doing it, and he, in his direction with the mayor, decided to take the property back from me.
And to clarify again, we're talking about the old Bob Watson property on 147.
Yes. So we ended up in court. I have spent money, I have spent time, I have bought the property on the belief and the faith that the city is going to do what it said it's going to do. And so we ended up fighting in court. Now the city is saying that they own the property. Yes, they own the property because I bought the property in the city's name. But at the same time, the city did approve to give me the property, and they gave me the permit, and I spent the money and time to repay it. So we have been fighting in court for the last 8 years.
Now, do you have the paperwork for that showing that the city basically promised it to you or something?
Yes, I have the city council meeting minutes with, in fact, Mayor Clark is one of the aldermen who approved the property to be given to me.
Okay.
And I have the check that I paid clear the church for the property to show.
Okay, because we'd love to see that too.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I will show you all of that. Okay, so we ended up fighting in court. And then when that happens, on top of that, either it was somebody, the mayor or Price or somebody in the administration decided that they are going to go break into the building and steal the cars that were standing. There were a handful of cars, one or two cars were mine, and I think there are 8 or 10 cars belong to one of my friends. He was parking over there. They go, they cut the lock, and they take the cars away. Without any notice, without any reason, nothing.
No, wait, was this recently?
No, this was...
Oh, that was under Keller.
They did that, and when we went after them, that's when they did the voting to take the property away from us. Okay? So my stand is, I've spent money, I've spent time, I paid for the property. You want the property back? That's fine. I don't want to fight with you. Give me the money that I spent and take it. No, they don't want to give it. You know who wants the property now? Mr. Jedidiah wants the property for himself.
Now, was that the property where he showed, where he said he removed some squatters or something?
There were no squatters over there. My employees over there went over there to get some parts, or sometimes they will walk over there a little bit on, if my truck broke down or something, they will go over there. His gangsters went with the guns. They scared the hell out of them, and my employees ran away. And the very next day, they broke in and stole. The intention was to intimidate the employees so they leave, then nobody can come. Okay. And when I went over there and I caught them stealing, they beat me up.
Wow.
That's the one I ended up in the hospital the same day in the evening.
Oh, to confirm. Because I was going to say, isn't Jed saying...
now,
yeah, what's going on? I thought Jed was saying right now he has the building, quote unquote.
Yeah, right now he's controlling it with his cars. My stuff is still there. I was able to take some stuff out, but he stole tremendous amount of stuff with his buddies. Why did he do that? When we are in court fighting. He showed me, I own it. Clark gave it to me. This is mine. And then I'm
Clark gave it to him. Clark gave it to him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Is there? Did he show us any proof though? Because I feel like
he's not showing any proof. He's just talking.
just saying, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
just saying
okay.
it.
That's what I thought.
But the problem is, if the police is supporting him in every action, that means he has the backing of the mayor.
So that's why we're seeing Jed occupying it.
Yes, so Jed is occupying my property. He is trespassing
So
on
actually,
my property.
what's interesting is it sounds like Jedidiah is the squatter.
Jedidiah is the squatter. Exactly.
Now, isn't that?
He's not just a squatter who doesn't have a place to live and he's living there. He is a squatter that is going with his gang, with his guns and scaring people. So nobody comes around the property so he can take it. That's what is happening.
Wow. Yeah, because his story was that he broke in and saved people that were squatting, and it's a very different story. Now, what would you say to another thing that I think we could clarify is a few people said I've heard say, well, Keith Price is angry with Hassan and was fighting Hassan because Hassan said he would make that property into a plaza or something like a commercial development, and he reneged on his promise. So therefore that's why Keith and Mayor Kellogg were angry because to this day Keith Price is still after you. So what is the deal with that?
And this is what happened when I went head on with Mayor Kellogg because of the fact that Mr. Luster was asking for a bribe and I was refusing to give the bribe. And that's when the tables turned on me. Okay, and Price was trying to be stand behind the mayor, so he acted upon me. At one time, when I had asked Price a question, Price told me that he does not have to answer to me. I said, yes, you do. You are an alderman of the city of Harvey, and I'm the citizen of Harvey. When I question you on something that belongs to the city or about the city work, you have to answer to me. You are my employee. You're not my boss. And that's what triggered his anger towards me. He feels, how dare you question me? I am the lord of the jungle, and I am going to do what I want to do. And that's when my problems with him began. Otherwise, I really don't have anything personal with him. Well, and the main reason that I had bought the Bob Watson building was I had acquired a very small oil refining business where you take the used oil and you refine it and make it good. And that business was far away from here. And I knew that it's too far for me to keep my eyes on it and run it smoothly and make it a profitable business. And the delay in acquiring the property happened so much that the business went under. So when the business went under, I informed the city, hey, this was my real reason to buy it, which I had told you, and that business has gone under, so I'm going to do something different. Either I'm going to open up a bakery, or I'm going to utilize that building for doing something for American Legion. I was open. I was honest. I actually wrote a letter to the mayor, so there is no buts and ifs about it. Oh, you didn't tell us that, or you didn't say this. No, I did. And if it would not be for Mr. Luster appearing in the picture, my probably relationship with the city would have been good. It has been good all along. I never, ever want to fight with the city. For what? What am I going to gain by fighting? I am the kind of a guy, if you tell me to jump, I say, how high? Because that's the last thing I want is troubles from the city.
Oh, here, we have a complaint in the chat. That oil business contaminated Harvey's water. That's also a complaint that I've heard, but do you want to speak on that and maybe clarify that's an allegation?
Well, first thing, the oil business never came to Harvey because I never acquired the property on time. The process was so slow, the business closed down. And the business was not where the oil will be going in garbage. The business was such that you take oil and you make it better. Okay, a very good example is if you have 5 gallons of oil and 1 gallon of water in it, you boil the oil so the water can evaporate. It's causing no harm to nobody. And now you have 5 gallons of good oil. That's what we were trying to do. We were not trying to go and throw oil. Why will we throw oil? Okay, one of the companies that I have employed, this guy is capable of doing nothing good.
He's a scammer.
He's a scammer. Just imagine. Where is he getting his money from?
The poor people that donate.
What is he doing to really earn his living? What kind of qualifications he has? He never shows any of these things, if you notice. Only thing he does is points fingers. He's bad, he's bad, he's bad, I'm good. He's bad, he's bad, he's bad, I'm good. What is he? Where did he come from? What is his background? I know his background. I found out about his background. He squandered through me $5,000 by threatening me, coming to my plant with his goons. I told myself, you know something, in order to get rid of my headaches, not to have trouble for me and my employees, give him the money and get him out of my face. But that was not enough. He wanted more money.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
So Jed extorted you.
Yeah.
He extorted you for $5,000, but he obviously isn't done. He's still here.
Yeah.
You gave him $5,000 and then you thought it was going to go away, and now he's pressing you for more. He keeps bothering you, think you're going to give him more money.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
And also he, I'm going to show you. Look at his text message. I understand you're a liar and a horrible human being. I really hate you. Continue to do these things, but okay. This is what he's texting me. Oh. The man you sent after me got beat up, and you're so stupid for still playing in my face. I am see you in that federal court, but trust you met your match. Okay. Now he's saying that I sent a man behind him. Okay, again, lying and trying to make things up. Now, this is what he dictated this in my phone, and he texted this to himself. He told me, okay, when he was dictating, even dictated words showed up on the text message. Dictate by sign below. I, Hassan, shop 1C, I don't know what he was saying, on behalf of myself and American Kitchen Delight, hereby agree to promise to vacate the property located at 146 East 147 Harvey, Illinois, also known as Bob Watson property. I agree to vacate by surprise. Within 10 days by June 30th of 2025, I agree to remove our property, personal property, and vehicles stored at the location at Bob Watson property, including all property, personal property in the building. I agree to remove the fence surrounded by the property that was previously installed by me. I agreed that I am American Kitchen Delights, Inc. I have no possessory, depository, or ownership interest. I don't know what in the world he was trying to say. But basically, he was trying to say that I, Shano Hassan, in American Kitchen Delights, is going to give this property to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if you go, you will see this on his phone. He dictated this in my phone. And at the same time, I had him recording. I recorded him also besides dictating.
Oh.
So now he cannot deny that he did not dictate this.
Was he able to obtain your phone?
Who?
Was he able to obtain?
Yeah, he's asking me to give me my phone. I gave him my phone, and he texted it to himself.
So he's a thief.
And then he wanted me to go to currency exchange and type this up and notarize it. And he's angry now that I'm not giving him the property. That's why he's doing all of this. Yes, sir.
People gonna stand
Yeah, he wants this property for himself. So he hates me. Why he hates me? Because I am not giving him the property.
So you think, so this is all really about the property on 147. That's what he really
for himself. He wants to have a restaurant. And because he asked me what he wants, what am I going to do with the restaurant? I said, I have two ideas. If when I win the court case and I get the property, what I'm going to either open up a car repair shop, because there is no good car repair shop in Harvey, for the residents, because there are rip-off shops, because at one point, one of my employees had bought a car from a dealer. In 2 weeks, the engine blew up. So I decided myself, I'm going to help the people by opening up a car shop and fixing the cars and selling cars at cost to help the people in Harvey. That's one of the things I want to do. If I don't do that, the other idea that I have is I want to open up a, banquet hall, because there is no banquet hall in Harvey.
Oh,
you have to go all the way to Tinley Park or Orland Park.
That would be nice.
That's one of the two things I'm going to do. So that's where he got the idea about the restaurant.
And exactly, that is exactly where Jedidiah got the idea for his car shop and all of this nonsense he said that he wanted to do in Harvey. I need you guys to go to Ryan Page and watch this full interview, and any other content creators who bringing you deep dive and accurate information highlighting what's going on in the Southside with not only this individual, but as well as this individual. So until then, we will see you guys next time. And you already know what I'm doing.
Guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Hilliard, the People's Mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching.
Let my snitch